For months, Donald Trump has openly mused about reopening the notorious Alcatraz federal prison, which is located on an island in the San Francisco Bay. Now, his administration is seriously looking into reopening Alcatraz. Today, Axios reported that Trump's plans to reopen Alcatraz, which is now a popular tourist attraction, could cost up to $2 billion. That's right. Donald Trump is looking to spend billions of dollars on reopening a prison that was shuttered over 60 years ago precisely because the government deemed it, wait for it, too expensive to operate. But Trump's Alcatraz plan is hardly the only place where the administration appears to be wasting taxpayer money. More than a month after Trump deployed 4,000 National Guard members and 700 active duty Marines to Southern California to support his immigration crackdown, we now have a clearer picture of how embarrassingly wasteful the predicted $134 million deployment has actually been. This week, the New York Times reported that only about 400, just 1 in 10 of those National Guard members have actually performed assignments away from the base on which they are stationed. And yesterday, the LA Times reported that a source within the governor's office claimed that the number of troops taking part in daily missions, which primarily involves standing guard at federal buildings, is even smaller, around 120 troops. As one Marine summed it up, quote, "There's not that much to do." The New York Times also reports that some of the National Guard members who have been sent off base vehemently object to what they are being asked to do. According to the Times, in one incident, quote, 60 troops were awaiting transport to planned immigration raids in Ventura County when a Latino soldier approached officers in charge of the mission. He told them that he strongly objected, and he offered to be arrested rather than take part in the operation. Eventually, they said, he was reassigned to administrative tasks. Earlier this week, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth sent home 2,000 members of the California National Guard. That leaves 2,000 still sitting around Los Angeles, not to mention the 700 active duty Marines who have also been deployed to Southern California. Hegseth's decision comes just days after a federal judge blocked immigration agents from stopping people by racially profiling them based on the color of their skin, their accents, or the language that they speak. The court's decision has essentially thwarted ICE's ability to just show up at parks and parking lots and other public areas to round up those whom they believe to be undocumented immigrants. But new reporting shows that the administration may have a new way to circumvent that judicial ruling. This week, we learned that the Trump administration will start sharing the personal information of the country's 79 million Medicaid enrollees in an effort to identify and track down immigrants. That information is usually only distributed to law enforcement to investigate waste, Medicaid fraud, and other abuses. The Trump administration now appears to be repurposing that data to underwrite this immigration crackdown. Now, to be clear, undocumented immigrants and some legal residents are not eligible to enroll in Medicaid. However, federal law requires that all states offer emergency Medicaid, temporary coverage for life-saving care in emergency rooms to everyone. And it is this emergency program that could furnish the necessary information that the administration needs for that immigration crackdown. Now, immigrant rights groups are trying to get the word out on individual basic rights in the event that ICE shows up at someone's door. One of those groups is reminding immigrants, if an officer knocks on your door, do not open the door. Officers must have a warrant signed by a judge to enter your home. ICE warrants are not signed by judges. They are ICE forms signed by ICE officers, and they do not grant authority to enter a home without the consent of the occupants.